Hey Mom, got a sec?
What is it? I'm busy, don't try to ask for any money.
Why would you think that? I haven't even said anything yet.
Ever since you left the house, I haven't heard from you. It's been years. Why else would you text me out of the blue if it wasn't to ask for money? I bet you got yourself into trouble or something and need me to bail you out of jail. I know what kind of person you are.
Why do you think I would do that? Have I ever asked you for money before? Why would I be in jail?
No, but knowing you, it wouldn't surprise me if you did. You don't have your act together. You're overweight and you've always been last in everything you do. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed either. It wouldn't take a genius to scam you out of your money. You're nothing like your sister.
Why do you have to bring up Lakey? I'm not asking for anything like that.
Well, spit it out. My time is valuable. I'm very busy right now. You love wasting people's time, don't you?
Okay. I'll keep it short. I'm receiving an award at my job. They asked me if I wanted to invite any family members to the award ceremony.
An award? Knowing you, it's probably just like some participation trophy. Why would I ever want to go and see you get a stupid award like that? If you're going to cry about it, I guess I'll be nice enough and go to your little award ceremony. When is it?
Next Sunday.
I can't that day. That's the day of Lakey's wedding.
What? Lakey's getting married? I had no idea.
Yes. No one told you. You didn't want to come, did you? We weren't planning on inviting you.
What?
Unlike your gorgeous sister, you, on the other hand, are a monstrosity. If we invited a beast like you to the wedding, everyone would question the purity of our family genes. Lakey's husband is the CEO of a huge IT tech firm. He's a total stud, too. Luckily, I passed down my good looks to Lakey, so she was able to marry a total hunk like that guy. So if we have some homely monster walking through the door, it would totally ruin the atmosphere of the wedding. Even Dad said that ugly freak better not come to the wedding. Lakey thinks you're the black spot on this family. That's why you're not invited, and that's why I have absolutely no interest in your pointless award. Enjoy your little ceremony, we won't be there.
Ever since I was little, you made it obvious you love Lakey way more than me. You say I'm ugly, you call me hurtful names, but at the end of the day, I thought we were still family. I never thought you'd treat me like I'm so worthless.
Don't bring that up. I'd rather not remember that we're related by blood. I wish I never gave birth to you. You know what, let's just take this opportunity to cut ties once and for all. I wouldn't want Lakey's husband to find out we have an outcast in the family.
So, you want to cut me out of your life? It's that simple? I'm your daughter. How could you just cast me aside this easily?
This isn't anything new. I've never wanted you around. The only daughter I need is Lakey. How dare you ask me to waste my time at some stupid event? I told you, I'm busy right now. There's still so much to do to prepare for Lakey's wedding. Every second I'm talking to you is a waste of my life. You understand, don't you? Don't bother me anymore.
Fine. I'll never talk to you again.
Live your life as an ugly woman far away from us. Don't come near us ever again.
Yes. Okay. I'm an idiot for ever thinking you'd come to something that means this much to me. Goodbye.
What did you do? Explain yourself immediately.
What? I didn't do anything. I'm sleeping right now. I thought you were never going to talk to me again.
Lakey's husband somehow knows about you. He saw that you were in a newspaper or something. Why would you be in the newspaper? I never thought you'd find a new way to be a burden to us, but you've outdone yourself this time.
Oh, that's probably about what I was telling you the other day.
That award or whatever you won.
That would be the reason if you really saw me in the newspaper. Right now, I'm overseas doing some academic research. I was commended for the research I've been doing. I received a pretty prestigious national award.
You did? Are you sure they didn't mean to give it to someone else? Wait, you're overseas right now? I had no idea.
I've been abroad since college. You really don't care about me at all, do you? It's still a little shocking. Well, thinking back on everything, maybe I shouldn't be so surprised you don't know anything about my life. After high school, I had to do everything for college on my own. Search for universities myself and take care of all the registration. I mean, I had no choice, I guess. You told me to leave home the second I graduated high school and said I was on my own. Why would I ever expect you to know or care about my life? Well, anyway, it's nighttime here right now.
I don't care. How could you possibly afford to go on overseas university? You must have stolen money from us somehow. You rotten thief.
What? I had scholarships. Didn't you say that to me? The only way I'd ever make it through college is if I apply for scholarships. If you need money, you better look in the coin slots of payphones because we're not giving you anything. I distinctly remember you saying that to me. On the other hand, you paid for all 4 years of Lakey's college. She never had to get a job because you paid for everything she ever wanted. I've never gotten $1 out of you guys, but she got everything. But this time around, I don't need your money. I can pay back college with the money from the award I got plus all my scholarships.
All right, well, in any case. How did you even win an award? What are you talking about?
Well, it's like a national recognition for the advancements in my field. It's one of the highest honors a person can receive in the country I'm living in right now. I guess you could say it's kind of like a Nobel Prize, but just for this country. It's only given to people who make drastic advancements in science. That's what I got.
They gave that to you? What could you have possibly done in that country to get something like that? You're probably just in some third world country that's still living in the Stone Age or something. They'd probably give it to anyone who knows how to start a fire. How could you brag about that? Pretty embarrassing if you ask me.
I'm not bragging. Going back to Lakey's husband, he probably heard or read about the award ceremony. All the greatest national scholars and celebrities attended the event.
No way! That ceremony already happened?
I already told you about it. You said it was the same day as Lakey's wedding. You really don't listen to or care about anything in my life.
Why didn't you tell me you were getting an award like that?
Because you didn't even try to ask. I'm used to dealing with you. If you weren't gonna come, it didn't matter that much to me. To be honest, I'm glad you didn't come. Knowing you, you would have done something to embarrass me or ruin my big day. That's why I never went into detail about it.
Well, be that as it may. After reading about you in the newspaper, Lakey's husband said he just had to meet you. He wants the chance to talk to you about your award and about your research. Do you realize how big that is? He's the CEO of an IT tech firm. As a mother, that makes me feel so proud that a big name like that is interested in my daughter. This is really going to boost our family's reputation. He might even introduce you to one of his friends. A bunch of them came to the wedding. All of them seem to be very wealthy. You could marry one of them and solidify our family's position among the rich and famous.
I have no plans to do any of that. I have so much research left to do here. I'm not planning on coming home for a while. I'm actually already engaged.
You are? Some backwoods yokel from that poor country you're in proposed to you and you said yes? I don't approve. He's just after your money. It's best if you just come back home and get married to someone that you know is financially set for life.
I don't need your approval. Not that it matters, but the man I'm engaged to is someone with royal lineage in the country.
He is? Is that a joke? That sounds like a fairy tale.
No! He really does have familial ties to the royal family of the country. Not only that, he's the head of multiple businesses and has a handful of houses all over the country. I met him at college here. He brought me to meet his parents and then we got engaged. We're planning our wedding for sometime next year.
You're lying? What are you saying? Royal like he's a king or prince or something? None of that exists anymore. Are you taking drugs? You sound ridiculous. You're making up lies to try and brag to us. I see right through that nonsense.
You're free to think whatever you want. I probably won't ever be coming back. Or I won't for a long time at least. When I told my fiancé that if I went back you'd probably force me into marriage. He cried and said, please never go back.
Don't say things like that to him. If you don't come home, that means I have to break my promise to Leike's husband. Why don't you and your fiancé come back here together? You know that as your mother, I have to make sure that man is a good match for you.
Mother? Since when are you my mother? You haven't acted as a mother to me my whole life. Don't try and pretend to be a mother after all this time just because you want me to do something. You make me sick.
How dare you say that? You and Leike are both my sweet little daughters.
All you need is Leike, right? I believe you said something like that. All I need right now is the family I have here. So this is the last time we are ever going to talk to each other.
Stop it. Don't say that. Please just come here and let me introduce you to Leike's husband. I promised him I'd have you come back so you could meet him. He's really looking forward to it. I apologize for not inviting you to Leike's wedding. Let's just make up and start over.
No! I've already come to terms with completely cutting ties with you and the family. Now that you realize my value as a human being, you just want to use that to shamelessly boost your reputation and climb higher up the social ladder. You're pathetic. I'm never coming home.
Never? What am I going to say to him if you're not coming back? He's looking forward to talking with you. He'll look at me like I'm a liar if you don't come back like I said you would. Are you trying to embarrass me?
Not my problem. I didn't make you promise anything. You embarrassed yourself. Oh, by the way, I have a message for Leike. Tell her I saw the pictures of her and her ex-boyfriend together on her secret Instagram account. Tell her I said that hotel they both stayed at a few days before the wedding looked really nice.
That's not true. Tell me what that's supposed to mean. Daisy. Tell me.
Why don't you ask her? Anyway, goodbye forever.
Hey Iris. What are you doing? Are you at home or out?
I'm at home, Ken.
That's good to hear that. Has Mom already arrived? Does she seem like she's alright?
Yeah. She just got here. I'm just bringing her things in now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Sorry dear, I left everything for you to handle with that.
Don't worry about it. I know you've been busy with work. It's not like you could have really done much about it, right?
I mean yeah, but still. Today is the day my mom's going to start living with us. I just wish I could have been able to help out in some way.
Right.
What's that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you're going to be okay on your own? I know Mom has some heavy things in her luggage. So be careful and not trying to carry too much.
Okay, I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I've got some movers who are helping carry the really big things. So I don't have to try to lift them myself at all. Honey, you've got a day off work tomorrow, right? If there's things we don't really know where to put yet, you can help us figure the remainder out tomorrow.
Okay, I'll do that. But please be sure to at least get the bed together. You know Mom's got a bad back, right? Having her sleep on something even a bit hard would really do a number on her.
Yeah, I know. You've asked me about it countless times already. I already got the bed frame put together before she arrived. The mattress should be arriving this afternoon as well. So there shouldn't be a problem.
That's good to hear, Iris. Thanks a lot for dealing with all of that. I don't have work to stay late today, so I should be coming home on time.
I love it. Oh, do you think you could stop by the store on your way home?
What? Why didn't you go shopping just yesterday? We should have plenty of food at home already.
Yes, we do. But your mom is telling me that she really wants a steak for dinner. But we don't have meat in the fridge. I'm kind of busy to deal with the mattress, so.
Can you just leave the house for a bit and go buy some steaks? It's not that hard of a problem to solve now.
Excuse me?
What? Is there something wrong with that?
Are you really fine with letting your mom stay at our house alone? That seems like it would be something to worry about, don't you think? At least I feel concerned about it.
I don't know what you mean. What's there to be concerned about? I mean, she's going to start living with us now, and she's been to our house a number of times before already. I really don't see what the problem is here.
I still haven't gotten to put the lock on my bedroom door yet. That's supposed to be arriving today. I'm not about to leave her alone in the house until I can make sure I can lock my room first.
Wait. Are you being serious? You're actually intending to install a lock on your door?
Yeah.
You don't even trust my mom? Mom's going to be sad if she knows that.
This isn't a matter of whether your mom is going to be sad or not. It's about my own privacy. I've had to deal with her going into my room without my permission before. And I am not about to deal with it again. Maybe she hurts herself on something in my room. I can't afford to take responsibility for it. I don't have that kind of money.
I've told you this before. Why can't you just talk to her about it? She'll understand if you just try talking to her. Don't be so stubborn and just try to communicate for once. She's family.
But she's your mother. She certainly doesn't respect me like I'm her family. Did you forget about how she ripped up my clothes last time?
That was an accident. Are you really still holding a grudge against her for that? Are you really so persistent?
Those were very important clothes to me, whether accident or not. I have a right to want to secure my things anyway. I am not going out until the lock for my door arrives. If you aren't going to go by what your mom wants, then she'll just have to get it herself. Are you fine with that?
What? You're just being mean to her. You really want her to go shopping after she's already exhausted from moving then?
You should go get the steak your mom wants. And tell her that she'll have to wait until you come home.
Fine, whatever. I'll just go to the store then come home. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll see you when you get home.
Make sure to tell Mom to text me if there's anything else she wants to eat.
Okay. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, I'll get everything cleaned up over here.
Just try to actually get along with her, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Iris. What are you doing?
What?
I got a text from Mom.
She texted you? What's this?
She hasn't seen you all day and she was starting to wonder about what was going to be done about lunch.
What are you talking about? She hasn't said a thing to me.
Well, I know that you've been doing work in your room this whole time. But isn't it hard to hear her calling you? Actually, you should think about her for a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. We just saw each other in the living room. And at that time she didn't say a word to me about lunch. Yesterday she even told me that she was planning to go out today.
Oh, you don't know. Those plans fell apart apparently. That's why she's still in the house. That's why she's asking about how you haven't been out of your room. The least you could do is have lunch with her, couldn't you? Her plans having been scrapped, so Mom's been lonely.
Look. I'm sorry to hear that her plans got cancelled. But I can't plan my own schedule around that. I was under the impression she was going to be gone for much of the day, so I don't have anything prepared for her.
What? You're telling me she hasn't eaten anything for lunch at all?
Well, yes. What did you expect? We've been eating lunch separately this whole week.
You're kidding, right? Why haven't you been preparing anything for lunch for her? Have you not been thinking of her at all?
No. Far from it. In the very first day she spent here, I asked her if she wanted me to prepare something for her. But she just told me that she would make something for herself.
What are you talking about? So Mom's just been alone this whole week? I can't believe how cold you're being to her.
What? I have a job that requires that I work in my room. I don't normally eat in the afternoon. I might have a light snack. This is how my work days have gone for ages.
What's been going on for ages can't just stay the same now that Mom's here. Come on. Can you at least spend some time with her? Why do you think she's living with us in the first place? It's not like she's living here to be alone.
No, she's living here because she wants to be with you. And I can't even be entirely sure of that to begin with. You're the one who brought up the idea of her living with us in the first place. I certainly wasn't asking for this.
Don't say things like that. I'm the eldest son in this family. It's been my responsibility to take care of Mom ever since Dad died. Don't you remember that?
Yes, I already know. But we talked about this before. I clearly explained that my job keeps me in my room and that I wouldn't be able to leave it for the whole day. I also told you that I had no intention of trying to change that. And you told me that that would be fine. Don't try to tell me you forgot.
Yes, sure. I do remember. But it's not that hard to even do the bare minimum to not let her.
I'm not just letting her sit there. She's not a doll. She's free to do what she likes as long as it doesn't involve my room. She even told me she wanted to make her own lunch. I'm not refusing to make her a meal if she wants it. But she just wanted to deal with her lunch on her own. And since she didn't want my help with lunch, I just naturally went back to work. Plus, we're still eating breakfast and dinner with her. On top of it, I'm still dealing with all of the housework.
You're the one who's staying at home after all. It's not like we can have Mom start doing stuff like the housework.
Excuse me? Have you forgotten that I have a job just like you do? I may work at home, but work is work.
All right, I'm sorry. It doesn't change the fact that Mom is lonely. Starting tomorrow, make sure to at least show your face once during the day. I would, but I can't exactly go home in the middle of the day.
Fine, whatever. But only for a little bit each day. I still have work to do. I don't want to hear any more complaints after this.
Yeah, I'll be sure to tell Mom as well. Why am I hearing that after Mom went through all the trouble to invite one of her friends over? Mom said you just tried to chase her friend out of the house.
What? Chase her friend out? I have no idea what you're talking. I just asked them to talk a little quieter. Nothing else.
And that's what I mean by you chasing them out. You shouted at them with a super angry expression. What else were they going to do after that?
What are you talking about? I did nothing like that. I just asked them normally without even raising my voice.
I don't want to hear your excuses. What is wrong with you? Why are you so intent on butting heads with my mother? What has she done to deserve this from you?
Wait. Hold on a second. I know just how important your mom is to you. But I don't see why you suddenly feel like it's fine to not pay any attention to anything I say. I am your wife.
Did you forget that? I know that, but a wife and a mother are two very different positions. There should be no problem with me only listening to one person's story.
I see. Well, there's nothing else I need to talk to you about.
What?
I mean, you've clearly heard all from your mom, right? And clearly you're believing everything she says. So what's the point of me saying anything at all?
Look, just this once I'll listen to what you have to say.
Oh, how magnanimous. Anyway, you remember what I told your mom this morning, right? We were right in front of you as we were talking. I told her that today I had a really important online conference. So I would need her to be quiet.
I do remember you saying that.
And yet, despite all that, without even so much as warning me, your mother brings one of her friends over. Not only that, but after her friend arrived, she repeatedly knocked at my door and tried to call for me.
And you shouted at them just because of that? Couldn't you have just gotten some drinks for them? It's just basic hospitality.
That's exactly what I did when her friend first arrived. However, I had to return to my room shortly after as the meeting was starting soon. In the middle of the meeting, they called loudly for me and the TV was on with the volume set really high. So all I did was ask them, "Can you please be quiet a bit?"
But hold on. Are you sure you didn't say things more rudely? You must not embarrass my mother in front of one of her friends.
What sort of embarrassment are you even talking about? I specifically asked her at the start of the day to try to stay quiet and explained perfectly. Despite all that, she clearly didn't care about what I wanted and did the exact opposite. Who's the one being unreasonable here?
But there's still the problem of how you said it. If you had such an important meeting, couldn't you have just gone to some other workspace or something?
Why are you so determined to make this my fault? This is my house. I had this all planned out in advance, and I clearly requested what I needed too. Why am I the one who has to meet with her demands? If she wanted to bring a friend over, she should have at least told me in advance. I even asked her about that specifically. And do you remember how the both of you agreed?
Yes, I remember that. But plans might always change.
But why can't she tell us about it? What's so hard about that? I am still in the house after all. Okay, just stop it. I still have work to do. And I can't leave it any longer if we're going to talk about this.
No, hold on. We're clearly not done talking, Iris.
What's going on?
I heard everything from Mom.
What?
I had no idea you were this terrible of a woman.
I still have no clue what you're talking about.
You're not going to get by playing dumb after how much you've pestered and picked on Mom.
Pestered and picked on? What are you talking about?
Stop trying to play all innocent. I'm here being serious with you. I've heard all about all of the terrible things you've done for Mom. There's no point trying to deny it anymore.
I ask yet again. What sort of terrible things are you saying? Please stop speaking so vaguely and actually tell me.
My mom came crying to me earlier today complaining about everything you've been doing. She's just had to endure your horrible treatment this whole time.
What?
I'm so disappointed with you. We should get a divorce.
Really? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, from what my mom told me, I can't stay with you anymore.
Whatever. I have been tired of you too. But just let me prepare the luggage. Without this, I can't work.
What? You're still thinking about your work now. Shouldn't you apologize for what you did?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not wrong for anything. I also think we shouldn't live together. You'd better do that with your dear mom. So, bye now. After that, Ken filled out his end of the divorce papers with no further complaints, and I was able to get them filed with no issues. His mother did rifle through all of my things without any care for what she did to them. So I filed suit for everything she damaged. They agreed to settle out of court and pay for what they did. I might just end up moving away. Without my income, Ken can't handle the mortgage, utilities bills. So they managed to get a small cheap apartment somewhere. Just getting rid of they two out of my life is the best bless for me.
Hi, nice to meet you. This is Lisa, right?
Hi.
Apologies for reaching out without prior notice. I'm Rose, and I am employed in the identical department as Tom.
Oh, one of Tom's colleagues? Hi. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for always being there for him. He loves working there.
Could you please refrain from behaving as though you are already his wife? This situation is causing a lot of discomfort.
What do you mean, uncomfortable?
I know you've got your heart set on marrying Tom, but I hate to break it to you, he's decided to marry me.
You said you were at the same company as Tom, right?
That's right. I work under him in the same department. We've been close colleagues for, it must be 6 years now. But we've actually been an item since last year.
What? I don't think that's right. What do you mean?
Yes. That's why I'm texting you today. I have a little favor to ask you, Lisa.
Yes. What's the favor?
I'd like you to end things with Tom and promise to never see him again.
Oh, yes, certainly. No problem at all. Is that how you imagine this going? What gives you the right to demand such a thing? You make a move on someone's guy and have the nerve to ask them to break up with him? Is there something wrong with you? Stop joking around, will you?
Oh, this is no joke. I'm deadly serious. Tom and I are together now. He's in love with me.
Hang on a sec. Tom and I are getting married this weekend. If you're as close to him as you say, you'd surely know that, right?
Yes, of course I know. So I'm taking your place at the altar. I have Tom's full agreements. He's on board. At first, he was saying that after you guys got married, we'd have to go back to just being colleagues, but that all changed yesterday when I found out I was pregnant.
Pregnant?
That's right. And of course, it's Tom's. I was sure he'd tell me to end the pregnancy. I wasn't expecting anything from him. But he really took it seriously. Right there on the spot, he decided to take responsibility and marry me. I was so impressed. He'll make a great husband and father, don't you think?
This is unbelievable.
I can't wait to settle down. Can't you just imagine our happy little family? So that's it for you and Tom, okay, Lisa?
Hang on. This is too much to take in all at once. My head is spinning. You work with Tom and he started cheating on me with you. And now you're pregnant with his child. Is that it?
Exactly. He's mine now and soon we'll be happily married.
That's all very well for you to say, but it's not that simple. We are supposed to be getting married this weekend. It's only 3 days away.
Oh, you must be worried about the venue. There's nothing to worry about there. Tom has already told the change of bride. Is already taken care of.
What the?
He called them this morning. He made all the necessary arrangements. Tom's going to explain everything to the guests too. So you really don't have to do anything. We'll take care of it all. All you have to do is let me take your place.
How is this happening? It's 3 days till the wedding.
I really do pity you, Lisa. But think of it as fate. It was meant to be. And don't worry about Tom. I'll take good care of him and the baby.
Lisa, I've just heard from Tom. What on earth is going on? You aren't going ahead with the wedding? And who is this Rose woman?
I haven't really wrapped my head around it either yet. All I know is that Tom started cheating on me with a woman he works with.
What? My Robbie? How could he?
Yes, apparently. I still haven't actually talked to him yet, but according to the other woman, there's already a baby.
A baby? What does that mean? From a previous relationship?
No. According to her, she found out the other day that she's pregnant.
Pregnant? Well done, Tom.
What the? You're happy about this?
Lisa, he's going to be a father. It's time to take responsibility for it. It's a little unfair to you, but you've got to step aside.
Really, Katie?
I'm going to be a grandmother. Oh, I can't wait. I wonder if it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Hang on a moment. We are 3 days out from the wedding and your son has just been exposed as a cheater. He betrayed his fiancée and you're okay with that?
Yes, well. Cheating is never good, but yes, of course I'll give him a stern talking to. But you can't put any of the blame on the baby, right? Oh, I've always wanted a grandchild.
Of course I don't blame the baby, but it certainly doesn't absolve Tom.
Well, you said yourself that even after getting married you were going to work on your career. And didn't want to have children anytime soon, right?
Maybe I did say that, but that didn't mean never.
I was devastated when I heard that. I always dreamed of being a cool grandmother. I thought I'd probably die waiting. I must say it was careless of Tom, that's true. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
So you're okay with this, Katie? Some woman swoops in and takes a man from his bride 3 days before the wedding? You're fine with your son marrying such a woman?
If this woman is going to give me a grandchild, then I don't have any problem at all welcoming her into our family. Besides, I can't really complain. Tom takes really good care of us. Why, just the other day he paid for us to spend a weekend at a spa. He also insisted on paying for the renovations to our conservatory. He's more than we could hope for. And now he's going to give me a grandchild.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about a spa trip or renovations.
You didn't? Oh, they weren't cheap. I would have thought you two had discussed it.
No, I didn't hear a word about it.
Oh. Well, maybe you talked to the new girl about it then.
The new girl? Aren't you being a little too accepting of this?
Lisa, I do feel sorry for you, but we only have a few days until the wedding. You'll have to just step aside so the new girl can step in. But Lisa, thank you so much for all the time you've spent with Tom. We really appreciate it.
What a day! The ceremony was perfect and everyone had such a great time.
Oh, how wonderful! There must have been a lot of people who were able to simply forget what a cheating homewrecker you are.
Hey, can you not talk like that? Don't ruin my big day.
Well then, don't text me. Weren't you the one who told me to never see Tom again? It's you who's dragging this out.
This is a special case. I'm just trying to send a little joy your way.
What now, Rose?
Well, you lost your fiancé right before your wedding day. I guess you must have been feeling pretty miserable today slash. No? I'll send you the wedding photos. That might brighten your day.
I'm okay, thanks. No need.
Come on, Lisa. You must be dying to see them.
Really? I'm serious, don't send them.
You thought today would be a disaster, didn't you?
I tried not to think about it at all.
Well, you'll be disappointed to hear it was a huge success. Everyone had an absolutely amazing time. That's what happens, I guess. When everyone heard I was pregnant, they all rushed to congratulate me. What a day!
I've gotta hand it to you, Rose. You're really something, aren't you?
And Tom told me I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. Oh, I'm so happy. What a wonderful feeling.
It certainly sounds like you had a great day, but do you really think you can treat people as badly as you did and have it all come up for roses?
Of course, why not? We tied the knot in front of a big crowd and got their blessing. It really was a fantastic ceremony, Lisa. First comes the fabulous wedding, then the baby, then the happily ever after.
Right. You think so? It's all downhill from here, I'm afraid, Rose.
What do you mean?
You seem to be in such high spirits, it sounds like today was a huge success. But you better prepare for revenge. I'm going to make you regret this, Rose. Get ready for hell on earth.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Lisa? You're scaring me.
All right, that's all from me for now. I hope you two are very happy.
This is your doing, isn't it, Lisa? Tom's been transferred to a sales position in the middle of nowhere. It's miles away.
What now, Rose?
I don't know how you pulled it off, but it's got your name written all over it. It's a demotion, clear and simple. Plus, the company told me I no longer have a position there at all.
Oh, really? Well, how about that?
With the baby starting to show, I was planning to quit anyway, but to be told like that, it's no different to being fired.
Oh dear me, Rose. That is a bad start for the newlyweds, isn't it? Oh dear.
How can you act like this is nothing? It must have been your doing. I remember you said to prepare for hell on earth.
Yes, that's right. But I didn't have anything to do with Tom's transfer or you losing your job. That would have been a company decision.
What did you say to my company?
Nothing at all. But it seems your antics really anger the general manager of a subcontractor. I'm guessing your company couldn't just brush it under the rug. They needed to make a show of dealing with such complaints.
What subcontractor? What are you talking about?
Oh. It wasn't me, I can assure you of that. It was all the general manager's doing. I'm just his daughter.
Oh God.
Yep. You may have had plenty of people at your wedding to fawn over the beautiful young bride. But don't forget there are also a lot of really angry people there. That's what happens to women who play your sort of games.
Hang on a minute. Are you for real? You're the daughter of some bigwig company manager?
That's right, yes. Of course, Tom knew all this from the first day he met me. Actually, he called me this morning. He told me he was expecting some kind of backlash and was kind of relieved it was only a demotion to a job in the middle of nowhere. He even asked me to say thank you to my father for taking pity on him. It could have been way worse.
What do you mean?
Didn't Tom tell you to be ready for this kind of thing when he agreed to marry you?
Be ready? I thought he was talking about the baby and making a family.
I won't forgive what happened, but I have to hand it to him for taking all this like a man. But you're still both despicable cheats. Anyway, Rose, have a nice life.
Have a nice life? How the hell can we do that? He's sent away and I've been fired.
Yes, well, that's got nothing to do with me, has it?
Lisa, would you please tell me why we are being billed for the wedding?
Oh, that? My parents said they'd cover Tom's half of the wedding costs and he agreed to pay them back. I spoke to him this morning and he said he was leaving for his new position straight away and that I should send the bill to you.
What does that mean? You make it sound as if he doesn't have any money.
That's exactly what it means. Why else would he beg my parents to cover the costs? The plan was to split the cost of the wedding down the middle. But he's broke, so he had to swallow his pride and promise to pay my parents back.
That can't be true.
Trips to spas and renovations to the house? The idiot spent every last cent trying to impress you guys. By the way, why are you opening the mail address to Tom anyway?
Well, it had your name and address on it as the sender. Of course I was curious.
I don't really care either way. Just make sure you put that invoice somewhere safe. Send it on to Tom when he's settled into his new position.
You don't have to tell me. I'll be doing that for sure. Lisa, let me just check with you though. The invoice is made out to Tom, right? He's the one who has to make the payments, right? My husband and I aren't going to be caught up in this, are we?
Yes. I think that sounds about right. Of course, naturally you'll become involved if he asks you for money.
Aw, come on. No.
Well, he's going to take a pretty substantial pay cut because of all of this. If he doesn't have any savings, then there's no other option than to ask his mom and dad for help, right? I've got no obligation to pay for anything, so it goes without saying you'll be billed for the whole thing. It's on the invoice. $30,000.
You've got to be joking.
Oh, and just to be sure, there was another invoice in the envelope too, right? Put that with the other one somewhere safe.
Another one?
Another $20,000 for the pain and suffering you've all put me through. Don't worry, I am asking Tom for that too.
Another $20,000?
Yes. So that comes to a grand total of $50,000, thanks. He doesn't have a hope and hell of repaying it, so you're going to have to help him, Katie.
Us? We don't have anything like that kind of money.
I'm sure you'll work out something after all he's done for you. Anyway,
Bye. Bye.
Katie.
Lisa, I'll give him back. Please at least reconsider the amount you are asking Tom to pay.
Oh, Katie sent on my letter? That's good. Rose, I have no intention of letting him or you, for that matter, off the hook. Not by a single penny. I spoke to your mother-in-law about that very thing. You'll all pull together as a family and find a way.
As I'm telling you, and no doubt Katie has too, we don't have any money. I have barely any savings and there's a baby on the way to consider. How am I supposed to take care of my baby if we have to give every cent to you?
Is that right? But the baby is not really my problem. You're going to have to figure something out. If you don't have any money yourself, how about you go groveling to your parents? Oh, how could I have been so absent-minded?
Why, Lisa? How could you do this?
To be honest, they are the only decent people I've met during this whole rotten thing.
Because of you, I've lost my job and Tom's been sent far away from me and the baby. My parents have disowned me. You've thrown my life into total chaos.
I'm glad things are going from bad to worse.
I can't take it anymore. You can have Tom back. Lisa, you've got to forgive me.
What are you gonna do with the kid? Planning on being a solo mom?
I'll get by, somehow. Unlike you, I'm young and pretty. I'll find someone to take care of us.
Oh, were you planning on running back to the guy you were cheating on while you took Tom from me? Let me see. Ricardo? Was that his name? Wasn't he working for a big law firm?
How? How do you know that?
I told you I was going to take you down, Rose. I looked into everything. I told you I was going to make you regret this. I spoke with him and told him exactly what you were up to.
You did what?
Turns out he was pretty bitter after you dumped him, but after I told him what you've done, he seemed relieved. Happy to have dodged the bullet even. And you're too late anyway. And you're too late anyway. He went all starry-eyed talking about her.
Oh, Lisa. You've even destroyed my hopes of a second chance with him. Now I've really got nowhere to go.
You're pregnant with Tom's child and still only thinking of yourself. How can you even be considering an escape plan? You're a real piece of work, you know that?
The baby isn't the problem. I'll find a way to manage with the baby. But what you've done to us is beyond belief. I'm all alone in the world now. Do you understand what that's like? Nobody's going to help me or even give me a second thought.
I told you I was going to get my revenge. I told you to prepare for hell on earth. What can I say? I'm a girl of my word. As I foresaw, it appears that Tom requested his parents to lend him the money. His mother adamantly declined until he reminded her of all the money he had given them as gifts and for house repairs. Evidently, they have sold the house to assist Tom in repaying his debt. Tom complied with company instructions and relocated to the outpost, a remote and isolated location. He's still there living on his own. Rose opted to move into a very affordable apartment with Tom's parents. Despite the circumstances, they are still furious with her and have insisted that she resume work immediately after the baby's arrival. Furthermore, they treat her as if she were a slave and insist that she takes care of all the housework. I'm sorry to hear that she's going through such a difficult time, mentally and physically.
Hi, Liz. You look a little haggard. Is that because of my wedding with Dawn? Ha ha. I wish you're not too depressed or anything. If you were, then I might feel so bad because your husband now is my husband.
Hi, Lisa. You're so ridiculous. What do you want? There is no reason why you come here to see me. We're not that close.
Oh, I just want to check up your status. Are you happy or pissed? I guess you're alive.
You crack me up, Lisa. You're ineligible for driving me crazy.
I just want to notice you that I and Dawn will have wedding ceremony next month.
Cut the crap, sweetie. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's 1 month to the day you marry.
Haha, I didn't want you finding out that new from someone else. I think it's common courtesy to let you know myself. We've been friends for 10 years. And I considered you as my sister.
Sister? Do you have any problem with your brain? Who is your sister? You slept with my husband, lied to my face, and now you're trying to take my assets. So you call me sister? What is your definition about sister? Is it a person who having an affair behind each other back? Is that how you treat your real sister? I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't want to hear anything about you and my husband. Don't ever say that we're sister or best friend. It's hilarious.
Ex-husband. Please speak the right word. You and Dawn divorced so you can call him husband. He's mine.
Whatever. I don't care about you and Dawn anymore. Don't tease me if you want to live in peace. If not, you can't imagine what I will do to ruin both you and Dawn, Lisa. I will treat people like the way they treat me.
Oh, Pooh! Are you still angry at me? I thought you would be over him at the present. It's really not good for you to keep a grudge. It's not good for your heart and mind.
Thank for caring about my mental health, but you're the root of all problem. Stop playing innocent and get out of my face, Lisa. I'm getting over everything. That doesn't mean I forgot what you and Dawn have done.
Liz, come on, don't give me that cold shoulder. We went through so much together. There is no secret between us. We will be friends forever. Even we used to exchange clothes. Sometimes, you took my things and I took yours. So that it's okay for me to marry your ex-husband, right? I hope that you will come to our wedding.
Lisa, you didn't understand anything I told you. You had an affair with my husband and you have the audacity to invite me to your wedding? How crude up are you?
You're who didn't understand anything, Liz. I didn't steal Don, you know, he loves me. When we were in high school, I met Don first. Do you remember? You're in another class. At that time we still friend. I and Don were tablemate and then I introduced him to you. Don said that he had strong feeling of affection for me. But that time I already had a boyfriend, so he couldn't express. Then he thought that he should have someone to coincide with, and the most appreciate person is you.
What? Why didn't him told that with me? Why you are the one that tell me the truth, not him.
Liz, I know you're feeling now, but you have to calm down to listen all the truth. When you have a baby with Don, he was very regret, but being a man, he can't reject it. But after you lost the baby, he thought that is extrication for this loveless marriage.
What a childish man. He acted like he truly loves me. He was very sad when we lost our child. Did it all his performance?
No, Liz, he is not that kind of person. He loves the baby is real, so he decided to marry you despite he doesn't love you. But when bad thing come, he thought it a chance for him to start a new beginning.
I'm too stupid, right? I didn't know the truth and then blamed all guilty to you.
He was the one who decided to leave you and be with me. It was his choice. Besides, everyone deserves to be happy, right? I want all my friends' A&F family to know that I am happily getting married.
We were married. We were husband and wife. It's wrong to sleep with someone else's husband. You just don't do that.
Yes, I have to say sorry to you. And all I focus on is that Joe and I love each other and we belong together. Besides, I don't need anyone judging me whether I'm right or wrong. I made my Decison and I am very happy with it. Well, we've already decided on a venue. I already sent you an invitation. You will probably get it by tomorrow, so make sure you check it.
You still decide to invite me?
It's going to be just beautiful. I can't wait. I am so excited.
Look at you. How efficient and considerate. Is it even legal to get remarried that quickly?
Yes. It wasn't a problem at all. Thank to you. So I hope you can make it. I mean, you're coming, right?
Are you kidding me? Why should I come to the wedding of the one who treat and hurt me?
You have to accept the truth and understand that he wasn't really in love with you. The very first time I met Don, I knew we were destined to be together. Our eyes clicked and everything was so natural, just as it was meant to be. Did you know that Don was really lonely all that time? I'm glad you let him go free. He is in such a better place now.
All this time, I was blaming myself for our fallout. But I'm for certain it wasn't me. I'm just angry I had to waste a year of my life.
Yes, we are. I'm just saying. It's not going to be easy for you to find a partner. I remember you used to binge eat every time you broke up with your boyfriend. Just because Joe's not around anymore, that shouldn't give you any reason to slack off.
No, I am not. I just can't believe you said that. And I won't come to your wedding. Don't looking forward for it. Please don't contact me anymore. Good luck and
Goodbye.
Hi, Liz. Why don't you come to my wedding? I'm sorry to suddenly reach out to you like this.
hi, Dawn. Why are you here?
I think I have to talk face to face with you. I was really sad and felt guilty to hear you didn't come to our wedding. I was hoping you could come and celebrate this happy day together.
Has Lisa told you anything?
She said she sent you the wedding invitation but you declined. She said she doesn't know why you won't come. If you two are fighting and if it's something that can be fixed. I was hoping you can make amends and forgive us. It would mean so much to us if you can do it for us.
Dawn, I think you're missing a lot of context about this situation. Lisa, tell me all the truth that you felt relieved when we lost our baby. I can't go through it. I felt very guilty to our baby. You think it is an obstacle and it forced you to marry me. I'm so disappointed when I hear that. You didn't love me.
Liz, don't think by that negative way. I never thought and want that bad thing happen. I never ever wanted our baby got lost. When I heard you pregnant, I was very delighted and hoped to build a small family with you. When we live together, love can appear anytime. But there's unlucky situation came to our child. In that time I'm very anguished. I knew that I didn't love you, just married you because of the baby. So I think we won't happy if we continue together. Even now I struggle to describe the anguish that we felt.
Is that true?
Yes, I swear all I have told you is the truth. We should free each other. I found my love, that's Lisa. And we've been very happy together. And I think you should left the past and move forward. You can find the one who loves you and take care of you all your life.
Yes, I can left and go on my own way. But I can't forgive Lisa.
Liz, I choose her and I am the one who decides to divorce. Stop blaming the Lisa!
No, you shouldn't think I am that kind of petty person. Lisa has betrayed me. She took all my assets and invest all my saving money to the company.
What are you saying? Saving money?
Yes, when we were best friend, we have created a fund for travel. We will use it when we are older to relax. But she took all mine.
I can't believe Liz has betrayed you.
That's the thing. Lisa doesn't think much of it. She definitely doesn't think she betrayed me. At least that's not the impression I got from her.
Did she apologize to you? I hope she had her reasons and explained them to you.
No way. You knew her. She apologized, but it's not honest. At first I was so angry that I thought of suing them. But I didn't. The process is just too emotionally draining. Lisa may have you, but she can't take everything I've worked for. I won't let her ruin me completely.
I'm sorry, Liz. I don't know what she've done behind your back.
I'm sorry, Dawn, but I can't forgive Lisa. Starting a new life shouldn't involve taking my possessions and leaving me with nothing.
I understand that this is a difficult situation, but we need to find a solution that works for all of us. Dwelling on the past won't help any of us. We need to find a way to coexist peacefully. I can't change the past, but I want us to find a way to co-parent, support each other, and eventually find happiness again.
Happiness? You think I can ever be happy knowing that my best friend betrayed me and stole my husband?
I know it's hard to imagine now, but time has a way to healing wounds. We can find happiness in our separate ways.
Separate ways? She's still there, trying to take my possessions.
Liz, calm down. Let's sit down and talk about possessions. We can find a way to divide them and ensure that both of you have what we need.
So what is your solution?
I understand that forgiveness may take time, and I'm willing to give you that time.
I'll consider it, but know that I won't make it easy. Both of you have hurt me in ways I never thought possible.
I regret the pain my wife have caused you, Liz. I hope that with time, we can find a way to heal and find our own paths to happiness.
We'll see, Dawn. We'll see if there's any chance for redemption all of this.
All your money that Lisa has taken away, I will bring it back to you. Now, I am her husband, so I have to responsible for fix the mistake that she made. I'll send it to your bank account when I earn enough. And about the story of us, I think you should left everything and move on. Living in the past won't help you to develop and mature.
Thank for your recommendation. Thank you for listening to me and help me to find the solution. I will move my home and also my work. Come to a new city may make a new beginning.
That's a good idea. I hope you happy, but not the way you were with me.
Thank you. I hope you happy with your choice.
Goodbye, Liz. Thank for everything.